So I'm running some errands and I'm thinking about the Will and Jada Red Table Talk and just processing it really, but thinking about some of the key things that he said and she said. One of the things that really stuck out to me was the statement that he said all the successful married men, all the successful men he knew were married. And the other thing that stuck out to me was when he said that Jada cried for 45 days straight. And this is not uncommon in marriages. And what he said about men who are successful or married, it's true. Men who are married tend to be more successful, have higher income, better life, better health than men who are single. That's absolutely a fact. The same is not true for women. And something I notice is people really don't ask why that is. The reason is women become the support for men. Jada, she sacrificed her career to raise their family, and that was hard on her. In fact, so many women lose themselves, they lose who they are, they lose what makes them happy in marriage because the expectation of relationships and marriages, women take on the emotional burdens of the marriage or the relationship, women take on raising the children, women take on the home. We basically make it so men can be successful. We give them the building blocks, and women on the other hand sacrifice themselves for that to happen. And I am one of those people that says that doesn't have to happen. That can change. I think a lot of women are waking up to the fact that patriarchy has set up this system where women are sacrificing themselves for the happiness of men. And women are starting to say, oh, no, our happiness matters too. And I think that's what happened in Jada and Will's marriage. She got to the point where she's like, hey, I got to do some things for me. This needs to be about me. Women who are comfortable in who they are and who know what makes them happy and who stick by it have better relationships. They're happier in their relationships. And that's something that I emphasize in my book, is that you have to be happy with yourself. You have to know who you are. You can't get into a relationship and expect the relationship to make you happy. It will never make you happy. You have to make yourself happy first. And the other thing is, do not sacrifice yourself for the sake of a relationship. You will end up depressed and miserable. You don't want to be miserable. You want to be happy. You want to have a great relationship. And while you're dating, ladies, if you're single, this is when it's time to be yourself. Always be yourself. And when you're dating, don't change to be in a relationship. Be yourself. Be who you are. Because if you pretend to be somebody else just to get into that relationship, you're only setting yourself up for misery. So, great things that are coming out of that Red Table Talk. I really like the series, but I wanted to just emphasize that it's important to be happy, be yourself. Don't think that a relationship, a marriage means that you have to sacrifice everything. You don't. We can change this. We can change what we know as a normal marriage to include women's happiness as well. So, ladies, take a lesson from Will and Jada. Don't end up in a relationship where you're sacrificing yourself. Think of yourself first. Put yourself first. Everybody else falls in line after that. And trust me, your family will always be better if you're happy.